What's up YouTube, COD4Man221 here, and welcome back to our Code of Heroes 2 online replay. We are in Season 4, and as Season 4 was started, it was when the British came out, so we're playing as the Brits. And we have the infantry section starting off, so let's talk about the teams first. We're actually playing with, this is a subscriber, or at least probably a subscriber or a viewer. Someone who was definitely on my friends list, so I was looking for a team here because I didn't have anyone on, and I just hopped into Company Heroes 2 and invited people that were on the game, so that's the way to play with me. Hop in a game for COH 2 and join that. Anyway, so you can see we have two Soviets, I'm the British, and this guy is the Americans. And I gotta say, so we broke up into, let's talk about the battle plan. Currently, I'm going to be in the center, supported by... Who's green again? It was IS. M, we'll just call him M because he has kind of a long name. So M and I are in the center here, and check out this stuff. I hopped in this house here. I gotta say, just get the hell away from a house and the Brits are in it, because we have a bonus to, as you can see right here, to increase rate of fire, which means we can shoot faster and do a lot more damage when in cover. So M and I are taking the center here. Anyway, the player in yellow is trying to go for the fuel on this flank, and then the light blue player is trying to take the fuel in the south and hold this victory star. So we pushed him back. He almost lost his squad there. He got very lucky. And I feel like urban maps are kind of meant for the Brits sometimes, because they have that great bonus in cover, and there's a lot of houses around. Anyway, so I've secured an MG42. I'm grabbing a second one. I figured the center is usually in this map a pretty big point to fight over, so I'm going to put an MG in this building also. And one thing you got to realize is that British MGs just beat MG42s in house-to-house combat. I mean, first of all, he's not even targeting me, so that's his first mistake there. But, well, the Vickers is very good against the MG42. You can see they lost a crew member, and they're gonna retreat. But as you can see, they're going to be suppressed and forced to completely retreat there. I do have a sniper moving up, so I got to have to be careful about that. But remember, now he did kill my man in that house, but snipers are not as... They have trouble killing units in buildings. They don't always get a guaranteed kill every time they fire. When you back over to this side, this guy's getting doubled, unfortunately, by purple and the orange player. So I have to be a little careful of that. Anyway, once again, I'm going to hop in a cover here and basically kill another common engineer. A pioneer squad here. We should win this engagement. I mean, they need to really come closer with their MP40s, but we're also in cover, so... It's also, you gotta look at the manpower value of the units, so my unit's more valuable. I paid more for my units, so I should get more from it. Anyway, this guy moved up to target my MG, and he fired a shot and he missed, and he took some damage there, so that's the sniper there. On this side, no real opposition against the light blue player at this point. This point is disconnected, so it needs to connect that up. But he needs another conscript. Well, maybe he's going to put something in there, but he needs to take these points if there's nothing around him. Anyway, let's see. So we're kind of turning this into a kill zone here, this kind of corner here. There's machine guns and snipers. I am using the house to kind of separate me from the machine gun. And, if he's not careful with his sniper, he could get killed. So I'm going to hop my men in the houses again. Really, just hopping in the house helps give me, lets me see through the fog of war. Anyway, we're not going to let this Grenadier get away, so he's killed there, so he just lost a squad. Anyway, the American is a total retreat here. By the way, this is just one of those matches where you just have fun playing COH 2. Like, it's it's a big engagement. This is just one of the classic, makes you want to, play Company of Heroes even more. You're just having fun. Because sometimes when you get into these games, you get very, very frustrated. Especially if, someone is spamming something or is abusing 120mm mortar. Or sport guns. Oh boy, I hate those things. Anyway, check this out. His sniper's not paying attention. He's sniping at my troops in the building, and I'm going to kill him. So, devastating. They just lost his sniper there. But yeah, good old-fashioned COH 2. Supposedly the game is very balanced. I've played a couple matches and I don't really see too much of a big difference between this and when I left for Europe in January. So yeah, I don't really see a big deal here. And I'm gonna try to capture this point here just to cut off their fuel because they can have the 2 machine guns in here. That's fine. And check this out. I bought a universal carrier. This used to cost fuel, I thought, but maybe it was just always manpower. Probably always was manpower. I'm gonna give it a Wasp, a flamethrower variant, and what this will do will allow me to take out this guy in the house here. Now the thing is, though, let's go to me. Is that our allies, we're just going to completely assault this from every direction, including the real stuff he's going after is the flamethrower unit here, and he did not see that. So by the time I get my Wasp, we've already dealt with the MG, which is going to get wiped out completely here. So good, we have good teamwork on this side here. And I have another infantry section. I'm grabbing the tank hunters. These guys are good against light armor, obviously. They also have the anti-tank grenade, which is, well, it's a heat grenade, but often damages vehicles' engines, which is really good. So I do have my Wasp here, and guess what we're gonna do? So think about this: we just cut off the basically the base from this forward position here, and we're gonna just push on and attack this. We do have the momentum. We do have a lot of units of flame. Well, we have 1 unit with a flamethrower, and I got my Wasp here. He's having a little trouble pathing. You can see he's going backwards in the enemy. I have grenades. Grenades are important on urban maps here, so that grenade should kill 1 unit here. Vet 2, and the Wasp comes in, and that's gonna rout. Well, these guys are basically gonna run away here. Yep. So those guys are forced to retreat, and this guy right here has the anti-tank, and I realize he's setting up there. Got hit with it, but I gotta retreat. Now, what I was gonna do is just gonna retreat back to around this area, the center area. I did not realize he had units here, including Kugelwagen, which is absolutely gonna rip up my universal carrier. So, I was about to get right out of his range there, but we got screwed there. Anyway, you can see they got damaged by something. I believe it was a conscript throwing a grenade. And I'm laying down mines, so I'm just gonna move up. I gotta be careful here, I don't wanna get my squad killed. I'm gonna move up with my tank hunting section. And I hopped out there, kept all my units there, but we should be able to take that guy out, which is good, and machine gun could pop in the building if they want to. But it looks like we actually have 112mm mortar on our side here, which is great. You gotta love when that happens. Yep, and that's M's. You can see so far the kills. It looks like, let me try to pronounce this. Don't want to embarrass myself. I think I do. It's M. Semen Eskew. It sounds French, actually. Maybe it's Mesquite. I don't know. I'm gonna stop trying to embarrass myself. When I was in the town of Leuven, right, in Belgium, and this map actually takes place in Belgium, and I was surprised to learn that Belgium was such a divided country. Look at this guy just getting absolutely destroyed here. Belgium is very divided by culture, by more like language and culture, because there's Dutch-speaking parts, and then there's the French kind of the French-speaking parts. So the Dutch and the French, and they're very separate. And Brussels speaks French, but it's around Dutch country. So in my town, they actually spoke Dutch. And that was pretty good because they spoke English, and I know some German, so the Dutch was kind of like home a little bit. I kind of figure out some words, like klein in Dutch means small and in German. Anyway, look at this, we're going to take on another scout car. I thought this might be an AI at this point, so I double-checked, but it's a human player. It's level 33, so I guess he's new. Anyway, they've just cut off our fuel right here. But we do have fire supremacy. We do have a 112mm mortar right now. Reinforcements are ready. 2 MGs defending this point here. I realized later I could probably just push up my MG here, but I'm still being kind of cautious. You never know what's going to happen. It's a third scout car. That is a lot of fuel to waste on scout cars, especially when we've been effective at countering 2 of them so far. As you can see, make that 3. As you can see, the wreckage along this street here, this road is pretty deadly for those scout cars. Anyway, my opponent gets around me here. This is kind of bad. I do have 2 squads moving in to try to stop them. But yeah, we should be fine. My troops kind of back at base reinforcing. And I could get a scout car, I'm considering that, but I'm so close to grabbing a tank, I'd much rather get a tank first. But yeah, I feel like there's just a ton of infantry from the Soviets. Let's go on the M here. He's all infantry, basically. And this guy's actually... I mean, he's fighting. He's definitely not just rolling over. So yeah, they've fortified this side again, but we're just gonna try to keep cutting off their points here. We have a very strong defensive line along this area right here. We have a lot of units, and I wish I'd moved up my machine gun earlier. I was just kind of afraid about getting flanked. I really wanted to just pin these guys down. Now I'm gonna build a fuel cache here just to help us out even more. Just get some extra fuel. And it's +6, so that's a significant amount there. You can see we're making pushes in. They're actually building a headquarters right here, which is... I can't blame them for putting a headquarters. I mean, here's the problem. It's way too out in the open for what its purpose is, and it's just a mechanized regiment headquarters here. So it's not even serving a purpose of locking down an area with, you know, like a panzer headquarters with a flak gun on it. Alright, look at this. They're gonna hop in here. A grenade just gonna wipe out the squad there. So, but look at that. That almost killed my troops. At 120mm mortar. Yeah. So the battle's basically on this side. This guy's been pushed completely back. You can see, yeah, Welsh Spartan is doing a good job of holding this. He has all the buildings here. It doesn't seem like the red player. Oh, actually, he's gonna blob up. That's right. Yes, we'll talk about that later. Let's just say the blob moves over into my sector. Oh boy. So I'm grabbing a great old Cromwell. One of my favorite British tanks. There's not that many in this game, but it's... You know, I haven't really had extensive use with the Common. I mostly just used the Sherman Firefly.
An HMG crew has been lost.
So they wiped out my HMG crew. Big deal. I'm gonna wipe out this squad here. So they paid for that. And I'm really just hoping... Yeah, there's a lot of infantry over here. I'm really just hoping I can get that, you know, that Mills bomb off again. I don't want to have to retreat if I don't have to, but I'm going to retreat. What I should have built, which I didn't build in this game, was a forward assembly area. I forgot that you can actually make that a forward retreat point. Anyway,
The enemy have 300 points.
that was a lot of smoke for a Kupowagen. Jeez. As you can see, this has turned into quite the deadly row for German vehicles. Shoot anything that yells in Russian. I like the commentary, the shouting of the soldiers in this game. Anyway, we got the tanks rolling out here. Time to counterattack these guys as they think they're about to break through. As our first shot bounces off. I need to turn my tank here. But look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Push that squad completely back. Now I'm being cautious. I'm not charging in as much as my opponents are. And at this point, yes, he just quit. He got literally overwhelmed by a blob and just left. So the whole right side is open now. I was gonna say, this guy had some guts. Anyway, I'm trying to kill this Lukes if I can, but look at all this infantry. I'm very afraid of getting panzer striked by one of these units and then getting just destroyed by the PGs with panzer strikes. Sorry to get panzer fausted, because because the Panzer Strike is the bazooka, basically. Yes, that makes sense. I didn't want to get my engine damaged and get destroyed by Panzer Strikes. And now look what I got here. Riding into battle are my awesome infantry sections in the beautiful half-track, a great vehicle. Not only does it reinforce, it drops you Vickers and Piets. But the Vickers are amazing. In fact, I was fought against the British guy after this battle, who equipped every one of his men with the Vickers in the squad and literally destroyed all my units. Vickers are overpowered if you make like 3 of them in a squad. Just keep that in mind. So we're cutting off their points here. We are just going to push them back just by the kind of counterattack. And then M is helping support me and trying to take this headquarters out here. That'll just hurt them in the long run. They're really having trouble with their infantry, just keeping them alive. And I mean, besides this blob over here, who's still just kind of sitting around, has no opposition all the way back to our base because the AI is just over here messing around. The AIs are just so bad in this game. Now, you got to give them credit. You don't want the AI to be like a super computer or anything and just absolutely like an expert, you know. But we can have something where the AI just doesn't leave their whole side of the map. Now, I don't know how you'd program that in, but you could probably figure out a way to do it. And I have my men right here. I'm throwing a grenade trying to kill the engineers here, but it basically blew up the headquarters. And now I gotta get these guys out of here. Unfortunately, they get wiped out, but at least wiped out his Vet 2 squad. I mean, I guess it is a little bit like blob warfare over here. I'm gonna pick up my Vickers with my squad. I'm happy I didn't take that one. So now we have 2 Vickers. So I'm already making another infantry section, as you can see there. And once again, there's a fog of war. I have no idea what's over here. There could be a bunch of guys with Shreks. As you can see, they're all coming. All the AT units are gonna come out. Now, he is using the white phosphorus. That really hurts enemies' health. Now, it'd be good if they built a something at their base. Like, you can build a bunker and then make it a medic bunker. And that would help out a lot. We're gonna have a nice half track with the quads there. So yep, they got pushed back here. We're basically just holding the town. That's where, you know, it is deep in enemy lines. Like, their base is right there. This is when this guy quits, so the pink player is now controlled by AI, so now it's 1-on-1, you know, 3-on-3 humans. But look at this blob. Now, I'm not going to say my allies are not blobbing, but he's taking the blob to a whole new level with the storm officer there. The funny thing, as his buddies are getting their butts kicked over here, he's not sending any help. He's not even hitting the middle, you know, to try to, you know, collapse, try to, like, hit our flank. And that's what keeping some troops back. You might be saying, okay, why do you have 2 Vickers over here? You know, the fight's got, you know, you can push up to along here. Now I could, but that's in the middle of the road. And also, I'm watching this blob over here just absolutely wreck the AI. And if this blob heads to the center, I need to have some stuff to stop him. So while I'm trying to support, doing my best. Oh, that was M's T-34-85. I'm trying to get close enough to call a barrage down here, but I'm going to get suppressed by a machine gun, I'm pretty sure. Those guys meant to throw a flame grenade at this unit over the truck, and they caught their own truck on fire. So I'm just going to throw it, and I'm going to run. So I lost another squad. I say, these tank hunters, they got their butts kicked. I lost like 2 or 3 squads in this match. So yeah, we're just going to get their blob out of here. See if the artillery from the base that's being fired actually is going to hit anything. Probably not. No, that worked. Very scattered considering the artillery was positioned here. That one worked. That hit the rear armor. Well, if I had the concentrated fire operation, that is like the heaviest artillery support besides the railway gun, or like it's very deadly. Oh, there we go, kill one of the units. They can just heal up, though. I think the medics are actually... No, one's alive. They're alive. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a blob here. It kind of looks like... Kind of remind me of a movie. What was that movie? It was made in 2000, I think. It was the Enemy at the Gates. That's it. The Stalingrad one. About the sniper.
Sherman Firefly complete.
Yeah, I got a Firefly. I knew they'd be getting some kind of armor. I'm thinking at this point, I'm like, okay, they probably have some kind of armor. They've had the fuel in the south for a long time over here. And yeah, so it's a little bit of blob warfare on both. I should try to spread out his forces a little bit. I'm kind of doing my own little flanking attack. That was my plan, was to do a massive flanking attack on this guy while M pushed up. But they had a lot of forces around here, and I didn't know what I was going to get myself into. So I'm going to be cautious here. And they have a Stug, so...
Infantry ready to spot and attack nearby enemy vehicles.
Let's see. There's an AT over here. Sneaky AT, but that's the computer. You know, a nice artillery barrage could absolutely destroy M's forces there. Grenades are going down. I'm gonna need to move up my tanks to try to help them, which I think I'll do in a second. Wiped out that AT gun. Yep, you can see I'm gonna activate my tanks here to try to help them destroy this headquarters here. Nothing, I mean, all the infantry was just healing up, and now you can see it's like waves here. So it is really like a massive battle here. There's tons of infantry. It's actually really cool to watch. You can see the massive fighting along here. Tons of troops. You can see my Vickers. It's just like... So that just got destroyed. I'm going to pull back with my tanks here. There's a lot of AT around. There's 4 squads of AT. So we're going to pull back, but look at that. There's so many infantry here. That was pretty epic. That was a cool perspective. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. So they're popping smoke. That's really smart. He's going to try to get his mortar out of here. I do have my infantry to help support. And we have Vickers, so... Yeah, these guys are low health already. And that's one squad wiped out. I'm shooting at the AT squads. Okay, they got his AT gun. But you can see the rest of his units just got absolutely wiped out here. And we can even pretty much... We could probably... we don't have enough troops to actually wipe out all these guys here, but...
Coordinated direct and indirect fire is ready.
I'm actually reinforcing off my half-track right over here. And we managed to push those guys back. There's a Stug here, so to be a little careful. This guy must have called something over here. Maybe some kind of close the pocket thing or something. So... This is when... Purple quit after we wrecked his army. And look at that, the computer hopped in the building, which just got absolutely rocked. So now the orange player is left, and the player with red is left. Now I gotta be careful. Look at these. He has 5 of these energy support guns. 4 right here, and 1 right there. He has 5.
The ability is ready for use.
Guess what? I'm gonna get a Crocodile, because here's how you kill a blob. Crocodile. Great tank. Here's what I'm talking about. Why would you send a half-track just up here by itself? Just like, great, it got killed. Like, there's no logic behind that. You know, they're pushing us all the way back to this guy's base, but we don't really care because we have them. It's like we divided the map. It's like this is all ours, this little diagonal section, and they can have a little bit of the north. You can see that EZ8 should be able to kill that Stug, which it does. I'm just looking at these guys and going, wow. I'm calling my concentrate barrage down. I figured I might as well try. They'd probably move, but just gets these guys back a little bit. Crocodile's gonna come out here.
The Churchill Crocodile is ready.
that's like the railroad artillery. And look where I brought my Crocodile out, over here to counter these guys. Because I knew the blob would be coming. Anyway, here's what I was talking about the blob. They just wrecked that guy there. So it's over here now. If they want to go, I have a machine gun squad here, and I moved the other one up into that house. That's right. Look at that Stormovic. He's suppressing all these guys. I see the blob. That is my primary target. He's gonna actually chase after my Chromo with all his troops here, thinking he can destroy it. But it's a trap, as Admiral Akbar said. I think it was Akbar in Star Wars 6. It's a trap. It's his famous line. Anyway, he's just gonna get, you know, Kentucky fried, and just got pushed back there, and then the Americans helping kill these units here, and that's 2 units killed in that blob there. But look at this fire. I did not realize. I thought they were just firing really fast, but that's a ton of these guys here. So yeah, these guys are just getting suppressed and basically wiped out here. I'm going to try to get my tanks back to some kind of safety. This stuff is happening everywhere. We're under intense attack over here. Popping in buildings again, AI, not smart. My men are in the trench here. I had them build here, and they have 26 infantry kills. Alright, I wonder what's getting us killed. I'm still trying to basically micro this Crocodile. Doesn't have a ton of kills yet, but I see. Look at this infantry support guns. I wish I could actually see these, all of them right here, because I would have immediately gone in. So we've had the victory points this whole time. Looks like the AI is gonna do some kind of damage to this guy. So our opponents are down to 50 points because we had the 3 victory points for a long time, and the blob was dealt with. Now it wasn't totally destroyed, but the Crocodile was a good counter to that. So just keep that in mind. And please don't spam with your support guns. They're the most annoying unit in this game, especially when you have 5 of them. That's 2,000 manpower right there. It's ridiculous.
An infantry section of Tommies has been
So yeah, they did have 2 computers. Our guy dropped first, so I just want to point that out. Too many units in that building. If that building goes down, it's too big a loss. Not worth it, especially with the rate at which these infantry support guns come take out buildings. Anyway, they all have Panzer strikes here, so we'll look at that. Beautiful. Just like wiped out a full squad there. I had my Churchill here. Now I'm gonna hop out of my trench here, and you can see we do have the anti-tank here with the Sherman, so it's a good anti-tank unit. So it should be able to take on the Stug, no issue. This is more of the anti-infantry, obviously the Crocodile. And he pops smoke, gets out of there, that's fine. Anyway, you can see another Stug there. I'm going to pull back slightly. I got my rear armor hit there.
A forward position has been destroyed.
So I might actually, I think I could probably beat this Stug here, but I got my main gun destroyed, so I have to fall back here. I'm trying to keep my units alive. So yeah, I'm repairing, and I managed to take out the Stug here. I'm about to take it out. But look, the blob is here, and so's the Crocodile. So you can see I'm going to try to turn here, and they're just going to fall back. I have the Cromwell here also. So I think actually they didn't do. Yes, their officer got killed, and they all retreated. And I see that we're getting absolutely destroyed. They must have got hit by something here. Maybe some of that white phosphorus. So I'm going to see all this artillery coming in at my position here. And I'm going to go after the source of that here. It's only 13 points left anyway. I'm trying to get my units out to safety, and the half-track's just going to get destroyed. But my Crocodile's going to have the last laugh here. Tally-ho indeed. And look at that. Yep. Goodbye, infantry support guns. Dying in a launch of fire on these guys. And I'm going to wipe out the sniper just because I can. So we got 3 out of 5. That's pretty good. And the sniper left. But anyway, that was a good push. He's going to withdraw with his guns back. But they're down to 2 victory points here. This is just a really fun match to play. I thought there's a little bit of blobbing on both sides, but it was pretty epic large infantry clashes in this game. And I definitely enjoyed playing against these guys. It was definitely a lot of fun. And I thought, especially, M and Red and I thought we had some really good teamwork along this area right here. And really just the whole frontier along this sector here, just pushing the OKW back. Good game to our opponents. Let me show you the kills in case you guys are interested. There they are right there. And I'll see you guys in the next Company Affairs 2 commentary. Confirmation 221 signing off. Hope you enjoyed.